Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Lindsay here. Thanks for joining me. I am here this week with a bonus video for the 4th of July. I'm doing a collab with Caddy, Canyons And Cravings, and she was nice enough to send me these really cute 4th of July stickers from, I believe it's Pinkimino Papers. She sent me their summer celebration line and their red, white, and cute. As you can see, I've already pulled the stickers that I want to use, but here's a few of the extra ones. They're super cute and really get me in the mood for 4th of July. So let's get started. So I'm going to start out by whiting out this usually weekly list because I very rarely ever use it. So I'm just going to white this out, and then what I want to do is add some star stencils with my Tim Holtz stencil and some distress ink. So I'm using this star from the Tim Holtz collection from Stampers Anonymous. And I'm just going to go in with some red and blue distress ink with some stars up and down the sidebar. So I'm going to use the distress ink in the Blueprint Sketch and Candied Apple. It looks like I have never used these colors before, so this is a first. So how is everybody doing? I hope you guys all have some fun plans for the 4th coming up. I'm looking forward to a nice long weekend. We've got fireworks coming up, lake days, more fireworks, hopefully lots of good food. So I'm just trying to figure out how to not end up with ink all over because I only want to use a couple of the different sizes. So I'm going to try to put some tape over some of the stars that I don't want to use to try to eliminate accidentally stamping on them. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a try. So I just got done at the New Kids on the Block concert the other night. I want to know where all my 80s babies are. So much fun. New Kids on the Block, Salt and Peppa, In Vogue, Rick Astley. It was such a cool concert because they actually opened with New Kids on the Block instead of the other openers, and then they just mixed it up. I mean, obviously, I guess that's why it's called a mixtape tour, but, you know, they kind of just went back and forth where, you know, New Kids would play some songs and then In Vogue would come out, or Rick Astley, and they would just go back and forth, and it was just really fun. So it was a great time. May have had a little too much fun. Definitely paying for it the next day, but it was worth it. So I'm just going to go out and randomly do, you know, some of the different size stars, some big ones, some medium ones, and some small ones. I just sped this up a little bit to make this a little bit shorter because we could be here all day. So Caddy, Canyons And Cravings, she is also doing a video on her YouTube channel using these same stickers. So I'm going to link her channel below so you can go check out what she did with her stickers. She sent me a picture of what hers looks like, and it was really cute. So definitely go check that out. So I'm still just stamping away. These are the part of these videos that I hate because I feel like this part just takes so much time and I can't ever do anything simple clearly. I swear one of these times, I promise I'm going to do a video that's just, you know, a simple sticker spread so that, you know, you're not watching a 30-minute video. Comment below and let me know. Do you guys like longer videos with more, you know, detailed spreads, or do you want them just quick and easy? Because I'm good at the detailed ones. I'm going to promise I'm going to try to do the quick and easy ones too. It's just hard because I get all these ideas in my head and then I'm like, ooh, let's try this. Ooh, let's add that. So I will still be back on Thursday with my regular scheduled video. I'm going to try to do a simple one for that. I promise. So for those of you who have been watching my channel, we did our egg retrieval last week, and I'm happy to say that we have 7 embryos that are going into the freezer that are just going to wait for us to be ready to do a transfer. So 7 is a really great number. That's 2 more than I got my last retrieval. So hopefully there's a good one in there, and hopefully sometime this year we'll be pregnant. After I have fully enjoyed going to Italy and drank all the wine. So I'm just adding in a few more smaller stars. I kind of mixed together a little bit of the blue and a little bit of the red. Hey, I promised we're almost done with the stars. I'm always just like, oh, just add one more. Ooh, here's an empty space. Well, let's add a couple more. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, time to add some stickers. So I already picked out some stickers and kind of laid them out. This is just a rough, sketch of how I want it to go. Things always move once I get going, but this is just a rough idea of where I want things. I'm going to start out by putting these cute little Days of the Week stickers. They've got little fireworks on them. I'm just going to put those across the top. I also put little dots on certain boxes because I always get going, and then when I want to put in my lines later, sometimes they're not always where I want them to be. So I've just kind of put in a couple of dots on a few boxes so that I can kind of lay out where I want my lines to go after I'm done putting in my stickers. So that way they don't end up, going either in a straight line or in a diagonal line, because for whatever reason that bothers me. So I'm just going to put this girl down in the corner. I feel like she is, if you want to be a cool girl, this is who you want to be. I mean, she can pull up blue hair. She looks cool. As you can see, I went a little crazy with the ink, and you can kind of see through my paper, but that's all right. And as you can also see, my whole tape trick didn't really work. I still got ink all over the place. I'm just going to put in this little sticker here. It says 4th of July. It's kind of small, so you can't really read it. I wish it was a little bit bigger. And then we're going to give her this little red bag because I feel like, it's 4th of July. She's cool. She's probably going somewhere really fun, like, New York City or something. So then I'm going to use these little washi strips. They're kind of sparkly, I guess. Like faux sparkle, if you want to call it that. Then I'm just using some red boxes from the Colorful Boxes book. I'm just going with red boxes, and then I'm going to add in some blue washi because I didn't really have any blue boxes that matched the blue that I was using. I'm going to throw in these little 4th of July balloons behind here. So I'm going to use my grid washi from Amazon. I will link that below as well. I feel like every spread I use grid washi, probably because I don't really have a super large assortment of washi, so that's pretty much it. And I'm just putting it under the sticker. It's got a little red, white, and blue drink and some cool sunglasses and firework on it. I'm really struggling here with this washi tape. And pick out some cat hair. I'm just gonna add another box. You know, you could probably play a drinking game with this every time I have to pick a piece of cat hair off my stickers. It'd probably be wasted by the end of the video. I'm just adding this little sun hat. And I'm gonna put this little sticker here. She's got on little sparkly red, white, and blue shorts. I wish these boxes were a little bit bigger just because this is a big happy planner. So I feel like they're a little on the small side, but they still look cute. I usually try to put at least one box on every day. I usually try to fill it with, like, you know, my workout. Or, you know, obviously we have something important going on that day. I'm going to add this little firework here. Or firecracker, I don't know what you want to call it. Rocket. I'm just going to white out the line underneath my box so you can't see through it. And then, of course, I realized that I didn't white out the line on this one, so now I've got to peel it up and fix that. I don't know why it's a big deal. Once I write on it, you really can't tell that the black line is under there, but before I write on it, then it really bugs me. I'm going to add a little bit more washi up here. I think I'm going to rip this one in half just because I don't want it to take up too much space there. Plus I do like the look of ripped washi or ripped paper or anything, you know, distressed looking. And then I'm just going to add this little red, white, and blue cupcake. Just to kind of fill in that little corner there. I'm just going to add another box down here. Not necessarily because I need 2 boxes on this day. I just needed to fill in some space, so I'm just going to add another box. And then I'm going to add these cute little red, white, and blue flip-flops with stars on them. Those are cute. I would buy those. Actually, there's a few things in this sticker sheet that I would be like, where can I buy that? like these sunglasses. How cute are those? I would totally buy those. They would probably look terrible on me because I feel like all sunglasses look terrible on me, but those may be the glasses that I would just wear them anyways, even if they look terrible, because they're so cute. I feel like that has to count for something, even if they look terrible on you. I don't really want them to take up too much room on my box, so I'm just going to use my Exacto knife and cut off this little piece of the sunglasses so it looks like they're kind of coming out from behind. And I'm going to move to the other side of the page and add another one of these little sparkly washies. And we're going to add this girl to the other side. She looks pretty cool too. Not quite as cool as the girl on the other side, but definitely cool. And now that I pulled her off the wax paper, her legs are curling up. Kind of reminds me of, does anybody remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit? When the bad guy gets, run over by the rolling machine, and then when he pops back up, his legs are all floppy like that. Comment below if anyone knows what I'm talking about. If you're younger than an 80s or 90s baby, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to put this piece of washi here just to kind of ground her so she doesn't look like she's just floating in thin air. Give her a little something to stand on. And I've got this cute little weekend banner. It's kind of small so you can't really read it very well, but just this weekend, so I'm going to hang that across Saturday and Sunday. And then I add a couple of these balloons that are going to come out from behind her. Again, picking off cat hair. Drink. I wish I was someone who could pull off hats like this. I feel like having curly hair is really tricky with hats. Like, they just kind of make you look like bozo if you're not careful. I'm just going to add this little box here. It's got another one of these little, red, white, and blue cupcakes on it. And then it's got that same sparkly background as the skinny washies. Washies. Is plural have an S on the end? I'm not sure. But if you're a regular YouTuber, comment below and let me know, when does it get easier to talk to yourself? to do one of these videos where you stop feeling like an idiot talking to your phone. So I'm just going to add one of these boxes. I'm not really a huge fan of the boxes with the lines in them, but I needed another big box and this was all I had left. I really need to invest in some more boxes because I just am running very low and I'm constantly searching every book trying to find boxes that match. And most of the time I don't have them. I'm just gonna add these little popsicles here. They kind of look like a bomb pop, but not quite the same. And then the super cute bathing suit, I would definitely buy that. Especially because it's a one piece. There should be an app where you could like scan that and be like, where can I find something like this? And then it would just pop up with, you know, oh, you can buy this bathing suit at this store. So I'm just going to add a little cluster of boxes in this corner here. Some more washi with cat hair attached. Add another box here, and I'm actually going to remember to white out this line before I put the box down. What size boxes are your favorite? I think square boxes are my favorite. I don't really use the like tiny skinny ones that often, mostly because I write way too big and there's not too much that I can fit in that little skinny box. So I'm gonna add this little coffee mug, which proportionate wise is like bigger than this girl's head, but we're gonna use it anyways. And then I'm gonna use one of those skinny boxes that I just say that I can't use. This is just to write my chiropractor appointment in, so I feel like I can fit that little bit. I just have to shorten chiropractor. I'm just gonna go ahead and add in my lines now, just to kind of fill it in and help it make it a little more complete, and then it kind of helps me finish, you know, putting my last few touches on. And I could probably get away with not doing lines on every day, but for whatever reason, I just feel like every day needs to have lines. Plus, I always put in all my, you know, things I need to do throughout the week, and it's not necessarily specific to that day. I mean, there are some things that, you know, need to be done that day, but, you know, it's basically just my to-do list for the week. So as I go through the week, you know, things that are on Monday, I might not do until, you know, Friday or Saturday. Actually, a lot of the things during the week, I end up not doing until the weekend. And because I'm a procrastinator, sometimes none of it gets done at all. If you see my after the pen spreads, you'll know that there are usually quite a few items that are not checked off. And I just transfer them to the next week and hope they get checked off next week. I think I'm going to hold off on Sunday, though, because I feel like the lines don't really fit that well there. So I might go back and add a few later, but I'm just going to use another one of these little rocket guys. And then they have these little boxes on the summer celebrations line, I think it is. It's got little fireworks that kind of match the days of the week at the top. So I'm just going to put that there for my chiropractor appointment. I'm going to add this skinny box on top of it just in case I don't have enough room to write chiropractor in it. How many of you are notorious for running out of room when you're writing? All the time. I'm finally getting to the point where I've learned that I have to write everything in pencil first and then go over it with my marker because I always run out of room. I'm just going to add that little Independence Day sticker, and then I want to add in a few quotes. So I found this one that says, admire someone else's beauty without questioning your own, which I really liked. We're going to put this over on this side of the page with this really cool girl because we're admiring her beauty without questioning our own. I'm just going to cut off this bottom part because it's got a little flower on it that doesn't really match. And I think we're going to have to cut off a little bit of the top just to make it fit in a little better. And since I had to kind of cut off that bottom part with the flower, the two lines, I mean, it kind of got rid of the first or the bottom lines. I'm just going to cut off the top one too. Just going to put this right here. And I'm just going to use this little spatula guy to kind of like squish out all the air bubbles in there. This is not the one I usually use, but I don't know where that is. Okay, and then I'm going to use the homebody. And I always like this quote, stop rushing through life. I'm going to put that in. I definitely think I'm going to need that for July because it's a pretty busy month. We have a lot of stuff going on. Just going to loosely put this on here just to kind of see where it goes and then white out the lines underneath it before I fully stick it on there. Even though it already kind of stuck down on its own. And it is going to go a little bit over this big box, but I'm not really that worried about that. Okay, and I'm just going to use my little spatula to squish out the air bubbles. It just makes it look a lot smoother. I'm going to add these little American flag sunglasses. And then I'm going to add this other quote from the color story. It says, the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. So I think I'm going to use that one, but I'm going to probably cut off these little triangles at the bottom. I just like this one because I feel like, you know, with all this YouTube and Instagram stuff, I feel like I've really been hustling. Especially when, you know, you're working a full-time job and you're trying to, you know, take care of just normal life things. It definitely is time-consuming. It's worth it, but it's time-consuming. So I'm just going to cut off these little triangles because they don't really go with it. Plus they take up extra space that I don't really have. I'm just going to put this in this corner. Put this below this girl. She looks like she's a hustler. So I'm just going to add a few more like smaller stars. Just in a couple of the corners that, you know, I don't have anything extra in. Because you know how I feel about white space. I'm going to try to do these kind of like a, not really ombre, but, you know, starting out with the red on one side and working it into the blue. It didn't quite look like I wanted it to, but I'm really not good at having white space. Always just gotta add just a couple more things. Sometimes it gets me into trouble though. Sometimes they go a little too far. I'm like, I should have just stopped. But I never learned my lesson. You just keep going. Once I've committed, I'm committed. So I'm just going to use these really old sticker letters that are, I don't even know where they're from, to put July in the corner. Like these stickers are probably at least 15 years old. But see, this is why you keep everything, because you just never know. I always say, someday I'm going to use this. And at some point, I'm usually right. The only problem with these letters is they're not really in alphabetical order. It's just kind of, you know, wherever they fit. So sometimes it's tricky to find the letters. And then I'm just going to write the numbers at the top. I look forward to the day where I actually have a dated planner and I don't have to always write in the numbers. Especially when I accidentally start with the wrong number. I always like triple check now to make sure I'm on the right date. I am really happy with how the spread came out, though. I think it's really cute. I didn't know I was going to like the 4th of July, theme as much as I do. Okay, so I think that's going to wrap up this video. If you liked it, give it a like. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video. And I will be back here on Thursday with my regularly scheduled video. And don't forget to go over to Caddies and Canyons and check out her video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.